Hello everybody, welcome to this week's Trimcraft Tuesday video. This week I'm scrapbooking with the new Dovecraft Premium Happy You collection. I did share this past weekend in a Trimcraft design team package video, so if you haven't seen that and you want to see the whole collection in detail, then I will link that for you. But yes, this layout, I had the idea for this as I was flipping through the paper pad on video, and that was to use this hexagons paper and kind of cut up the hexagons apart and build them back up together again. At least that's what came in my head at the time. The background I'm using is the marble paper from the paper pad, which I I love it. I feel like I'm going to need an entire pad of just that to do scrapbook backgrounds, because just yum for a background. Anyway, so I decided with the hexagons to just sort of cut them as you see I'm doing there, and then have some at the top and some at the bottom, and layer them up a bit, so have some underneath and some behind, and raise some up on foam. And I was just kind of going for it. I really didn't have an exact plan. I just sort of kept cutting different sections of hexagons and just kind of went for it. So I've just put this first bit down there, and then as I was going around the edges of this second bit with Distress Oxide in weathered wood, I realised I hadn't done it on that first layer, and I was like, oh, that's going to not match. So I'm using a cotton bud here just to sort of pretend that I'd put the oxide around the edges, and when you look closely it looks a bit off, but when you look at it just from a distance, it's like, yeah, that all looks the same. So yes, I had cut this second piece, I've gone around the edges as I said with the weathered wood, and then I'm going to prop this up on foam, so you have that layer of hexagons there with all the sentiments inside, and then a layer underneath it as well. And then obviously any hexagons that pop off the side a little bit, I'm just going to snip off like so, just making sure the glue is dry before that I do that. And then at the top of the layout I'm doing pretty much the same thing, cutting up little sections of the hexagons, going around them with the weathered wood to help them stand out a little bit, and raising them up and having some flat and some raised up on foam and things. I think the ones where they're raised up on foam, they actually line up with the same sentiments that are underneath them. Yeah, so just like that piece I've put down there, you can see that Dream Big is going on top of Dream Big, and Choose Happy is going on top of Choose Happy, and so on and so forth. My picture I'm scrapbooking today, by the way, which you cannot currently see in shot, apologies for that, is actually a picture of me at Trimcraft HQ. I thought that would be an appropriate picture to scrapbook with this collection. It is not the last time I was up there, but the time before, which was August, I think, last year, and I took a cheeky selfie in front of the display of first edition paper pads because I'm just really lame, quite frankly, and I just love me some first edition paper pads, and why not take a selfie? Oh, there's the picture there. It was actually quite funny taking the picture because when we were up there, they had two of the new, at the time, first edition pads, which were Forever Free and Mariposa, I think, but they hadn't been announced yet, so I had to sort of angle my selfie to get those out of the shot. But maybe I should have just kept them in the shot and cropped them out so I could have kept them in for future. Anyways, something to remember in future, maybe. So what I am doing here is I've just put my layout aside to make some little embellishments. This little geometric stamp and the little sentiment stamp I'm going to use in a minute are with the collection. I just coloured some scraps of cardstock there with oxide in Tattered Rose, then stamped that geometric heart with StazOn ink in Stone Grey and just fussy cut those. And then I'm going to stamp and emboss that little sentiment that says Be Happy, Be Bright, again on that just coloured bit of cardstock. And the embossing powder I'm using is the Rose Gold embossing powder by Sweet Dixie. It's very, very rose. It's almost not rose gold kind of thing because it's very, very pink, but it was the closest I had embossing powder wise to match all the rose gold foiling that is in this collection. So I've just cut that down a little bit. I think I'll go back and do it a little better later on, but I'm also going to go around my little embellishments that I've made with this rose gold ink pad, which is by, I can't remember, it'll be in the description box. It's called something rose, and I'm doing that the same around my photo as well, just again to just bring in and match up all the rose gold that's in this collection. And then I'm going to also back my photo with this paper, which I just love. This is, I pulled out from the 8x8 paper pad here, but it's the glittered paper with all the different rosy marble glitteries and stripes, and oh, it's a yummy paper. I like it a lot. And then I think I'm going to back that again. I was just playing around here with the embellishments, and then I was like, I need to back this photo again. Not feeling completely satisfied with its current backing situation. So with that leftover scrap I've got there, I've taken some of the washi, and I'm just going to go round roughly the size of the photo, back it on there, so it's just like backing on paper, but nothing in the middle, and then cutting around that. And then I was just a bit happier with that. The colour just seemed a little bit better because it was standing out with the stripes behind it, and then just looked, I can't really explain it, just didn't look quite right. So just adding that extra colour behind it just made me much happier. And then so I've propped that up on foam, as you saw, and then I'm going to arrange my little embellishments I've created here, just popping those on with some tacky glue, 3 down the bottom there and 2 up the top. I did wonder about making another one so it was 3 either side, but then I thought that would look too, I'm trying to think of the word I want to use here, like it would look too made, it wouldn't look natural, so I just kept with the 5. Back to that little sentiment there with another piece of that glitter paper, and then I wanted some more sentiments in that section where I'm adding the embellishments. It was just, yeah, it needed some more, and the stickers from this collection, as beautiful as they are, I needed more rose gold, and they are puffy stickers, so I just pulled out this really ancient Mambi sticker book. Like, I don't think they even make these little sticker books anymore. I think they only make the big ones now. That's how old it is. But just pulled out a few rose gold sentiment stickers there. One says yay, and the other one I can't quite see at the moment. But once those were down, I added some of these sequins from the collection because they are just too gorgeous. So just popping some of those on with, again, the tacky glue. I think I was just going to add a few, and then I added a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and then I stopped myself before I just covered the entire layout in sequins. And then I just wanted to finish off with some Nouveau Drop / Pearl Effects. I decided on the Dovecraft Pearl Effects in the colour Coral because, oh my goodness, is it perfect with this collection. If you are buying this collection, go find that. Coral Dovecraft Pearl Effects, because seriously. Anyways, that's why I have these swatch sheets of all my drops and stuff, because I can look, and then I saw that colour, and it was a glorious moment. Anyways, the other colour I'm adding is Nouveau Drops. These are glitter drops in Summer Sunrise as well, and they were the same kind of colour, but I just wanted a little bit of glitter on the layout as well. It had foiling, it had sequins, glitter was required as well. So there we go, that layout is finished. Thank you so much as always for watching. Links to where you can get this collection from will be in the description box below, and I forgot to say in my design team package video that for those of you in the USA who have said for a long time you want to get Dovecraft stuff or Trimcraft stuff and can't get hold of it, Craft Stash is now available in the USA, so I will link that in the description box, and you can get all of the Trimcraft goodies, or at least most of them, from there. Okay, right, I really need to shut up and go. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, chat to me in the comments, and yeah, okay, I really am going now. Bye bye!